Hi, so this is my review of the Duronic gas-powered arm monitor. So essentially it's a nice kind of item to use when you're mounting your monitors at your desk. It really gives that extra flexibility if you're standing up or sitting down, and the ability to move the monitor wherever you like. So I've actually got the single version arm of this, but this is the two version on, so the twin version. I'll go through the contents of what's shown here, and we'll go from there. I'll start to assemble it and then I'll show you what it looks like in the end. So that's the whole point of this review. So let's open this up and have a look. Right, so it is a rather large box, but the point is we'll go through some of this stuff quite quickly just to give you an overview of what's inside, and then I'll actually show you, what it looks like when it's mounted. So just to go through a couple of these things, it's the twin version, so two arms from a single mount, and then that's clamped to the desk as shown here. Plenty of fittings and stuff in there. I've actually assembled this before, so the single arm version, so pretty similar anyway. It only took me about 10 to 15 minutes to do. The instructions are relatively clear. It does take some time, so just be aware of that. Maybe schedule half an hour just in case it takes you a while to read all this stuff and get to grips where you need to go. You do actually need a star screwdriver as well. That's not included, so bear that one in mind. But it's basically just make sure you get the base together first. Make sure obviously that your monitor can support the VESA mount. So the VESA mount is 75 by 75 or 100 by 100, so just bear that in mind first. Check the monitor model just in case. If that's all okay, it's a matter of simply connecting all of this stuff together. Apply the arms, screw it all in, screw that to the base, and that's pretty much it, to be honest. You've also got a USB port and an audio port on the bottom as well, which kind of gives an extra bit of convenience when you're using those two functions. So that's the user manual. Nothing too exciting in there, but inside you can see it's quite serious. If we have a look at this stuff, I'll open it up for you to see. There's a couple of screws, the Allen keys, fine. Same thing here. If I get to this big business here, it's just worth noting that this is big, so I'll show you now. So you can see that just about here. A couple of screws have come out actually, but I'll make sure I put those in properly. The point is, this is essentially the mount. You can see the base on the bottom with a bit of branding. You've got two USB ports and an audio port, two audio ports I should say there. Bottom you've got some rubber type material to stop any marks on the desk. You've also got the cables going into that as well that feed down into your machine, whether that be a laptop or desktop. Obviously we need to put the clamp in, that's part of the installation process. I'll show you what that looks like. But you can see there's two arms that have attached to this one and this one. That then gives you the flexibility to have two monitors side by side or whatever else you want, and you can obviously adjust the up and down type function, side to side type function, everything else in between. So really good and really flexible. As I said, I've got the single version, so very impressed with how this works already. So some of this comes out and you can then obviously start to ensure that the space is there for you to use. So that's that main function. This is quite heavy, and bearing in mind I've got two arms, so make sure the desk is quality enough to handle this type of heaviness. In the box is also the actual mounts, the VESA mounts. I'll show you this quickly. Obviously two for each arm, but the point is quite serious VESA mounts. You've got the 75mm or the 100 holes here, so you can see how that works. Yep, straightforward. You can then put it like this and use it as you need to. I believe this actually comes off, so you can tighten this as needed. It does come with an Allen key, so that's where that goes. So that's that. As well as all of this, this is the actual clamp. So you can see that this bit goes in the base. You can then tighten this, and this goes part of your desk, so that fits onto the desk like this. So it kind of makes sense when it all fits together. I'll show you. But the point is, this stuff is all good quality, serious metal. Quite a really nice black finish here as well. So that's all good. And obviously what actually attaches to through that clamp is this as well. Keeps it really secure. This is a serious and solid brace here. Metal as well. So hopefully that gives you a picture of what's actually inside the box. Plenty of components, but the instruction manual does give a good indication of how to actually set this up and how it works together. What I'll do now is set this up in my own time. I'll show you what it looks like when it's actually finished, so you get a nice picture of exactly the function that it serves. But for now, that's the review. Thanks for watching.